Welcome to this week's Last Week in Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
I am Mike, this is Alex, and that's Renault.
Hello.
And we are here for your gaming news pleasure, as usual. This week, we will start with the interesting story of a man from China, if I'm not mistaken, who
One
man,
One mission.
on his quest.
to destroy the internet.
Or so he seems.
Or so he thought.
Or so he thought.
A man's very shallow view of what he thought the internet is.
Apparently, one box with plenty of Ethernet cables.
He actually... Okay, well, a little bit of backstory here.
Story time.
What was that?
Story
Time, yeah. So there's a man who decided to participate in his local square dancing championship in China, sorry. A very, very big difference. He became worried that photos of the event would end up online. I don't know why he was so embarrassed to do something he loves to do. It's very unfortunate. According to several Chinese websites, the man in the city of Weifang became upset after photos were taken of him square dancing. And after, this is an activity often enjoyed culturally in China by older women. He thought he was being mocked because people were taking photos of him, so the guy decided to go dismantle the local optical networks, and he actually succeeded in taking down like
Their
the
internet.
physical local networking for the area.
We'll put a picture of what the box looks like.
Yeah, it's right up here. So he got arrested for causing 100,000 yuan of damage, which is approximately 15,000 US, or about
$1 million
20 something
Canadian.
thousand Canadian.
20 million.
$3 million.
$20 million Canadian. Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I thought that's really funny, to be very honest with you. He just went to an optical box, just opened it up, and started ripping out all the stuff.
He just gave be there or be square a whole new meaning.
Because it's square dancing.
Exactly.
I get it.
Square
yes.
dancing. I love it.
We can hire him to destroy Skynet one day if ever that comes online.
There you go. He's
For
just
real.
gonna go in the sky and start ripping wires out everywhere.
That's exactly what they should have done.
You know, actually, the internet is a destroyable physical thing. It's a physical thing, except it would be incredibly difficult to destroy the entire internet.
Well, isn't there a hub? Where is it? In Sweden or Switzerland?
A hub? No.
There's one main hub in the world.
No, there is not.
I'm sure there is.
No, there are multiple hubs in the world, and the only way to actually disrupt the internet fully and completely is by disrupting every single hub simultaneously at the same time. The internet is a beast. It is a beast. There are cables that run underwater
Oh yeah.
from Europe to North America. We're talking big ass fiber optic like channels that run from one end to the other so that the flow of free information happens nonstop. I remember reading, I think it was Gizmodo,
Mhm.
and they explained technically step by step how to destroy the internet.
Well, we have the plans. All we need is a crew.
And of course, he means it as a joke and not as a serious thing because we are not terrorists.
Control the internet, control the world.
But it's interesting to know that, like, I guess the network of the internet is so incredibly massive
Yeah.
that just like
No,
it's
you can't shut it down at this point.
it's just become a beast beyond our own
It will be
control.
there forever. So all those zombie movies where you don't have access to the internet is a total bull.
Bullshit.
Total bull.
There still needs to be power running.
Oh, as if somebody dies, there's not going to be power anymore.
No, but if everybody gets wiped out by zombies, it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
I actually think, brings an interesting point. You know, The Division?
Yeah.
I think they do a really good representation of what could happen during a zombie
There's still
apocalypse.
internet. There's still access to power. And
But
computers.
because you have to reactivate it,
yes.
right? There's specific missions related to you turning the power grid back on and you getting everything back up and running so that New York City can sort of run again. Like, that's really interesting. Like, they've thought about the details of that stuff.
Well, we'll see what happens when they make the movie because there is a movie coming.
So Sony announced last week that they will be unveiling, or they have unveiled officially, PlayStation Now for PC And they're releasing a wireless DualShock 4 USB adapter.
Well, that's a good idea.
You don't have to plug in by wire anymore.
It's a very good idea.
That's a fantastic
Because that wire is
idea.
already short as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's short to the point where I actually went out and bought a 2-meter long wire to
Yeah,
play from
I-
a comfortable position on my couch.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
That's always like worried me at some point. Like, why was it for optimization? Like, because if it goes any longer, like you lose signal power, or you
No,
then
2 meters is fine. I think cables start to lose signal strength at like 20 meter or
Okay,
20,
but then, like,
25 feet
they
or
should've-
50 feet and up. Like it's a lot.
But they would have tested this. Like, they should have tested it like right from the start, saying that okay, well, your TV is that far away from your couch. Like, you don't want to be like this playing where you're literally your wire is extended.
Yeah, it's true. You don't want to do that, but unfortunately you have to.
For a PC, it works fine because usually PC towers are pretty close to
Yeah.
your
Yeah, you're sitting
room.
right next to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But I mean,
And for a laptop, it works great too because you just have the laptop kind of in front of you and then you just plugged in.
They made it for PC on purpose.
What was that?
They made it on PC on purpose originally.
The PS4?
The controller. But obviously not. That would be stupid.
Yeah, so I think it's really cool. The adapter's $25.
And it looks very sleek.
Yeah, it looks just like the one that comes with the expensive the 6.1 headset that you plug into the front of the thing. It
Almost
really
looks-
should have been Bluetooth. I am gonna make a point of that. The headset really should have been Bluetooth.
Oh, yeah.
So should the controllers.
Well, in this day and age, everything should be Bluetooth.
But if you think about it, it could cause a lot of signal interference though. So it's probably for signal interference that they didn't want to do that kind of thing. Anyway, we can only like theorize about that, right?
I'm always more of a plug and play type of guy, so I prefer everything that's wired personally. And
Wire's gonna be a thing of the past.
I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah, everything's gonna be wireless. I guarantee it.
Yeah, just like everything's going digital, right, Alex?
Everything is going digital.
that is a conversation for another time.
Yes,
Not
it
the
is.
point of the article.
The point of the
Speaking of gaming,
article,
guys,
continuing actually, PlayStation Now on PC, we can give the required specs since
Yeah.
PlayStation Now, for those of you who don't know what it is a streaming service that was released last June or July, if I'm not mistaken, and last being 2015, just in case you're watching this really, really late. And all the processing stuff happens on Sony's end on the servers, right? Because Sony bought OnLive. Remember that streaming
Yes.
service? And then they shut it down and they used all the streaming technology to basically
For
make
their own
PlayStation Now. Yeah. So you require Windows 7 Service Pack 1, 8.1 or 10, 3.5 gig Intel Core i3 processor, or an AMD A10, which is nothing, 300 megs or more of RAM, 300 megs of space to install the software, 2 gigs of RAM or more, a sound card, and USB port.
My potato can run that.
there you go.
Yay, potato power!
But I mean, it's good that they put the streaming requirements really low.
Yes, 100%. And then obviously unlimited internet.
Yes.
And it's a streaming service where you're renting games.
Yeah.
So you rent by the title and not by the service.
Yeah.
As far as I remember, unless
I
they've
think
changed.
So, but,
Unless
you know,
they've changed, but I don't think they have. And
it's still cool. It gives people more options
yeah, totally.
to play games
I think
that
it's
they
great.
don't necessarily want to buy.
I think it's great.
Good guy, Sony.
Yeah, good guy
That's a good
Sony.
idea.
Catching up to Xbox. So we'll see what Xbox announces next, right? Because at this point, Xbox came to play this generation, man. Because they realized they had a lot of catching up to do, and they've been doing all kinds of catching up.
Yep, they have.
So they're like, oh, we're gonna. I mean, mind you, their controllers have always been compatible on PC
Yes.
They have since
Day one.
no. Yes,
since Xbox
sorry.
360.
The wired controllers always were. Wireless were not until they updated that, and then
Yes, that's right. That's right. So there's still only recently wireless compatibility on Xbox One controllers, and only Xbox One, not Xbox 360, as far as I know.
X360 as well.
360 as well?
Yeah.
I stand corrected. That can happen.
The more you know.
The more you know.
In other news, Sony, This is the bad Sony thing, by the way.
Oh yes, there was good. Now there's the bad.
Yeah. Sony promoted what? Sad face. Sony promoted the hell out of a game that ripped assets out of other games. And I mean,
Yeah.
it's not just it kind of looks alike. It is legit the same thing.
Yeah, it's called Soulbrain Night of Darkness.
Yes, and I saw gameplay footage of it, and it's bad.
Yeah, we have gameplay footage. We'll put it up here.
It's bad.
It's pretty bad.
The legit. I mean, if you're just watching the character, you could probably notice that they're
Is it Terra?
It's
the
from Terra.
shield, yeah, the armor from the main
armor is
character
from Terra.
is from Terra. Her shield is from Skyrim.
And the
like,
character
To not like completely, show it's from one place. Like they took it from multiple places.
Yeah.
Okay.
and the icon rips art from a DeviantArt page that they didn't give credit to.
Yes, and some of the enemies are orcs from Warcraft,
Delightful.
That's absolutely terrible.
and the animations are shit. The
The
combat
whole game is
super
terrible.
floaty, it's
The
super
feedback
bad.
for the feedback for combat is fucking terrible.
It's horrible.
You had a question?
Well, I mean, did they know that it was stolen? Because they backed it. No, but they backed it.
Sony? I don't know if they knew, but they're supposed to have a team that tests all that stuff,
This is
man.
the thing, though. This is what I think this was. Oh my god, I'm so tired today. This is what was written in the article. Certification in Sony, there's about maybe like 10 or 12 people going through it.
That's
Okay.
it?
Yes. There might be more, but usually certification is not a lot of people.
Yes.
And
It's unintended.
I can't understand, like the armor, I would have never known that it came from Terra. Shield, it's another story because it's from Skyrim. But you can't expect like 12, maybe 20-ish people to know when a game is ripping off assets. It falls, I
That's
think.
too bad, eh?
Yeah, it falls, I think, to the community to let Sony know so that they can take care of it.
But it's not necessarily our responsibility to voice that opinion because we're not responsible for the game.
No.
We're just giving our feedback. But when you think about it, then yes, absolutely. Sony, at the end of the day, they're saying this is okay for us to back.
Yeah, to
Right.
promote.
To promote. So if they make that mistake, then they need to take ownership of apologizing.
You know
for that.
what's really sketchy about this whole thing though? Is that the company, it's called Lightning Game Studios, and they've released a couple of these games, these Soulbrain games. Okay? When they start to try and do research on these guys, they removed their Facebook presence, YouTube presence, and their Unity blog, and they locked their Twitter account.
After
Oh,
this?
yeah.
After
I
this
mean-
or before? Was it?
Just since, and it's just
very
really sketch.
Very sketchy.
So I don't think we can all unanimously not recommend people go download Soulbrain, Night of Darkness. Don't download anything by these guys because they sound a little sketch.
Yeah, you might as well
Very
just
sketchy.
you might as well just play Terra or Skyrim or Warcraft at this point to get the original.
Or any other hack and slash game.
Actually, though, and they will all be better. Even the worst of them will be better. Trust.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Trust.
No.
Oh yeah, this is also bad Sony news.
More bad Sony.
More bad Sony news.
Okay,
Bwah, 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 bwah.
in very rare but more bad Sony news. I'll play devil's advocate in just a minute, but
Okay.
we'll start with announcing the fact that last week Sony announced that PlayStation Plus subscription price will be increasing unanimously across the board. It will be rising to $59.99 US for the 1 year and $24.99 US for the 3 months. The monthly plan will remain at $9.99, but I mean, if you're really paying for the monthly
You
plan,
might as well just
Bruh.
buy the year.
that's
a year.
$120 a year.
Yeah, it's not
Come on, man.
And in Canadian, it's
$30 million.
$30 million.
comes to
It's about $7 to $10 more. For the yearly pass.
I have turned off automatic renewal.
Oh, I have it wired. I'm sure this is okay to do, but I have it wired to a prepaid credit card, so I have to put cash on the credit card to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So either way, they're always just like, sorry, we didn't find the money, so we're not renewing your thing. I'm like, alright.
I'm like, where's he going with this? Like, where's some Swiss bank account in the Alps or something?
There's always money in there.
Don't talk about my Cayman's account.
Sorry.
I don't have a Cayman's account for legal reasons. Okay? I needed to say that.
Yeah, but it's been like, how long has Sony Online PS Plus?
2010.
So that's like 6 years.
But keep in mind that Sony pioneered the way that they presented paying for online services.
Yeah, you got something for paying for something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You weren't just paying
Absolutely.
to play. You were paying. You got free games every month. Okay. You
Was
got
that right off the bat?
right off the bat.
Right away.
Right.
Okay, and they had cloud save data for all your save games, which
Also
they've
really good.
increased tenfold now.
Very nice.
Okay, it used to be I think just a gig of online storage. Now it's 10 gigs of online storage
That's a lot of games.
for all save data. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what else? I mean, I think it's pretty much it. But I mean that was a lot more than what Microsoft was giving. When Microsoft was basically just
Charging you to
You
play.
want to play games
Charging you to play.
with your friends? Give us money.
yeah, basically you want to play, give us cash.
Whereas before it was you were playing on PC multiplayer and it was just free.
Yeah.
It's so free today. I mean,
And let's not get it wrong. There are still some games. On PlayStation that you do not have to have PlayStation Plus to play online
absolutely.
like a single player game.
with. No, I'm talking online multiplayer games.
Yeah, of course.
They don't all require PlayStation Plus. But it's unfortunate, but you never know. Maybe they'll do something to kind of give back.
Oh, for sure. They'll never take money to not give you something back.
Well, companies do that.
Yes, but Sony's not just any company. They've been very generous with what they've been giving.
They have, and there's probably a reason for it, and it might be because with the growing user base, they're having a lot harder time managing their servers,
Very possible.
and it's probably costing them a lot more to manage their
But
servers.
it's a good model. Look what Xbox had to adopt it in their online play now. So they basically are giving reduced price games. Do they give free games too?
They do now.
They do now, right? Exactly. So they see that it's a good model.
Yeah, obviously. So I think I mean we could have an entire other conversation on the quality of the games recently that have been available free on the PSN with PS Plus, but for another day.
Another day.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah. Join us next week on Last Week in
in
Gaming. I was gonna start last week. I didn't even say this week this
There you
time.
go.
I'm still getting used to it, but hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and don't forget to like,
Comment.
subscribe, and leave us your comments down below.
See ya.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, you should go check out some more right over here. If you like the cap I'm wearing, or you want to see what other TMS swag you can pick up, you should check out Manson's clothing down below. And last but not least, if you like free games, because everybody does, you should check out Gamers Giveaway down below, and they give a free game away every single week, so check that out. Thanks for watching again, have a great one guys.